I think we can all agree that this is how we all expected season 4 of The Boys to end, in which the boys will actually lose, the boys will actually go on their separate ways, and Homelander will actually become the president of the United States in some way, not directly, but in some way, and this is what exactly happened. So we all expected that, but personally, I didn't expect them to go that far, and by that far I mean that literally splitting Victoria Newman into two halves. I didn't expect that, and I actually felt sorry for her. And to be really honest, I actually liked the plan with Yui that she made, the deal that she made, that she will back off and she's doing for her daughter and all. And it was just about to open a new door for season 5, in which Victoria will also try and kill Homelander alongside the boys living in the shadows. So just when I was liking that plot and I was making sense of it, that okay, this is good for season 5, but guess what? Oyoi enters and it does what Oyoi does all the time. Butcher splits Newman into two halves. I mean, I did not expect that really. And we also saw this picture in the trailer, and we all said that okay, at the end of season 4, all our boys will actually go in their way, and that was actually happening. It was just a song playing in the background, and I thought, okay, alright, in season 4 they will actually come back together and they'll obviously fight with each other. Okay, that's fine. But again, there was a twist again there, and I did not expect that twist as well. For some reason, it was just it was just obvious, but I just didn't expect that, and that was that all the non-soup people were actually locked up. Again, I didn't expect that, and it came out as a shocker, and it actually makes season 5 more interesting in a way. I mean, yeah, obviously it will all get resolved in the first episode. I mean, yeah, it just gave a different entry point in season 5. Now let's talk about Sister Sage. Man, she came back, and she came back in a way, in a really good way. But hey, she is crazy. She is really, really crazy, because when she said that I did this to just see if I could, I mean, that line there and her look when she was leaving Homelander's office or whatever that room was, I was like, man, she's crazy. She's really crazy. Let's talk about Karl Urban's performance now. I'm talking about the scene in the hospital when Butcher was actually talking to UV on cell phone, and that performance was really, really nice when he was sharing the story of how he and Lenny wanted to go into that steakhouse or something like that. Great performance. Absolutely loved it. And the camera was also just slowly zooming onto his face. Very, very nice. But now if we talk about Ryan, his story was kind of left open-ended, but it actually poses a very, very crucial question, and that is, whose side is Ryan on now? Because whenever we talk about Ryan, there are only two spectrums. At one end we had Homelander, and at the other hand we have Butcher. And at the start of the finale, we almost sense this, that okay, Ryan is definitely going to join the team, Butcher, but at the end of that episode, when he actually, I think he killed Mallory. I mean, we are not quite sure, but it seems like he killed her. But whatever it may be, Rand didn't actually show any remorse. He just left from there, and he just didn't show any expression that would mean that he was sorry to do that. Nothing. And that makes me believe that he is actually joining Homelander, Team Homelander. But anyways, we'll definitely figure that out in season 5. Well, here's a question for you. Where is A-Train? We all anticipated A-Train to die in this episode, but he was not shown. He was just absent in this episode, and yeah, he'll definitely come back in season 5. But now I would like to take a moment and just discuss about what the President Homelander looks in the grand scheme of things, because yeah, he's not officially the president, but you know how it is, he's just the unofficial president of the United States. But there was a line in between where I think Victoria said that you will have to lock up the entire world, or you'll have to lock up the entire country, something like that. And man, that's big. That is really, really big, because now that we know that Homelander is actually there, he's actually the president unofficially, in season 5 it's going to be very, very interesting to see that how the entire world is now running, at least how the United States is running now. Because just like we saw at the end of season 4, all the normal people, all the non-soup people and who were opposing the soups were actually being locked up. That's a big thing. That is really a big thing, and that's how big that entire situation of Homelander running the country actually is. Let's talk about Butcher's powers now. What kind of powers were there? I mean, yeah, he's strong, he's definitely strong, but is he strong to top Homelander? Don't think so, and I don't even think that any power is enough to top Homelander, because Homelander is just the supreme product. But what could be Butcher's plan now? Because he definitely have that virus, he definitely has that vial of virus, but it's not enough to top Homelander anyway. So what is his plan now? And now, given the fact that he has actually kind of surrendered to Joe Kessler, he has surrendered to that dark voice that was bothering him for the entire season. Now that actually makes me believe that will he actually kill Ryan? We can all agree that Butcher was not killing Ryan because of his promise to his wife, but now it definitely seems like he has just gone the other way, and he may kill Ran. I mean, that is going to be a pretty interesting thing to find out in season 5, because believe me or not, Ran is the best shot at killing Homelander still. He is the best shot. Okay, from the start of the season, we were all expecting some major member of the boys to die in the end of season 4, and we all had our thoughts on Frenchie, on MM, on A-Train. Yeah, A-Train is not the member of boys, but we all anticipated some big character will die at the end of season 4. Guess what? No one died. Yeah, no one really died, but it actually made me feel good, you know, because the season overall didn't feel like it had a lot going on. I mean, we'll talk about it later, but anyways, Ashley is a soup now, and I'm happy for her. She is a soup now, so she'll have a different angle in season 5. Her story is actually going forward. Let's talk about Frenchie and Kimiko. I loved it. I actually wanted them to be together, but just when I thought that it was going good, Frenchie was taken away. Alright, time to talk about Soldier Boy and the end credit scene of The Boys season 4 finale, and someone actually spoiled it for me on Twitter yesterday. Yeah, really. But we'll actually talk about in detail in some other video. But what are my overall thoughts about the season? Well, to be really honest, season 4 was good, it was decent, but it feels like they knew the end point of season 3, and they also knew that where Genevieve ended with the virus. So they had these 2 points, and they had a whole season 4, and then they had the entry point to season 5. So they knew where to enter into the season 5, and they knew what elements to add in season 4 from season 3 and from Genevieve season 1. But overall, that didn't really translate into a very compelling story for season 4, just because it feels like not a lot happened in season 4. I mean, yeah, the boys are all scattered, Homelander actually won, so yeah, we feel like a lot has happened, but if you really think about it, there were not very high moments in the whole season, and you can quite comfortably say that episode number 4 was the highest point of the season. But somewhere down the line, it just feels like probably it was a weak season, but hey, anyways, it sets up season 5 in a great light, and we can all expect good things in season 5. But what about the future? We'll actually talk about the future in some other video. We will actually try to make sense of what could happen in season 5, and I have a job for you. Please go down in the comment section and please share your thoughts on all of the entire season 4, and also about your thoughts on what could happen in season 5, and I'll definitely include that in my video. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching.